If you feel like you've been forcing a friendship, take a walk with me. For many of you, this is going to intersect with your anxious attachment as you seek approval and validation from others. You're the friend that everybody calls when they need something, but when you call, all you get is crickets. At the same time, checking up on one another may have been your desire and expectation for that relationship. The problem is, it was never expressed to the other person, so how could they possibly know you want that? I know, reciprocity without having to speak up and tell them your needs, wants, and desires is something that you've always dreamed of. You have a strong desire to be seen, heard, loved, understood, and respected. You want to know that the people you care about think of you and that they're going to do things without asking. Because they should just know. That's not how healthy relationships work. In adult relationships, you may not see or speak to each other for months on end. But when you do finally reconnect, it's like no time has passed at all. And they're excited to see you, spend time together, and catch up. You might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but what happens when they consistently cancel plans? One thing I want you to remember is this. You can put it on a post-it note and put it on your vision board, is the word Sonder. Everyone you meet in life has a life that is equally as complicated and complex as the one that you are living right now. They have hopes, dreams, goals, wishes, and prayers for their life. They also carry with them desires and secrets. You have to understand that the cancellation isn't a rejection. It's more often something that's going on inside of their own life. And you don't have to take that personally. One day, you'll get to the point where you stop offering up the invitation to get together. And eventually, as somebody who typically leans avoidant, they'll try to reconnect at a later date. You just have to understand that right now they might be going through a difficult time and they're not prepared to have any conversation around it. I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're going to say, well, you should just match their energy. Which is partially true. It's more about protecting your own energy, maintaining your self-respect and your sense of self. You know how I always talk about those places that you give away your well-being to that are outside of you? This is it. And when you feel yourself giving your power away like that, that's the sign and signal to pay attention. Your friends are supposed to uplift you. They don't drain you. And let me rephrase, I'm often drained by people because my social battery goes low pretty quickly. That's not what I'm talking about here. We're talking about the ones that cut deep into your soul and make you feel less than. This is why learning to set boundaries with yourself and others and making yourself a priority physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually can make all the difference in your relationships. Just because you don't see someone often doesn't mean that there's no value in that relationship. I have a buddy that we talk once a quarter and we often say, man, we should really get together. And then we don't get together. As long as we maintain those phone calls and ways of interacting, we could never see each other again and the value would still be there.